The backrooms are one of the most popular places when it comes to liminal spaces, packed with dangerous entities and locations that make you feel uneasy. Now, what if you had guns in them? Well, that's exactly what the creator of this game thought. But behind what just seems like a backrooms game with guns, there's actually some really interesting and terrifying lore. And today, we're going to figure some of it out. After joining, we can select different game modes to play in. But today, we'll be uncovering the lore of the reality. Once I was in, I immediately made my way to one of the storage rooms to find the first CD, named Armory. Then I headed down to an office to find the second CD titled Catastrophe. I went back to the original floor and put both CDs into the PC. Now, we've got 2 videos we can watch, so let's watch them together. The thing is, you can't really see much. So, I slowed the video down and made it brighter. Aside from this one creepy-looking scene, there's sadly nothing. So instead, I decided to head into each level, searching for anything that could help us understand the lore of this game. Level 1, the office floor. Starting with level 1, we have an office that belongs to Victoria, who has a cat picture on her monitor. Then there's Alex, who has some mathematical building stuff on his screen. And lastly, Jonathan, who wrote an email to Ray saying,
"Roy, I have been trying to reach you for the last 2 weeks. Conditions here are getting worse and worse. Just last week, everything in the armor disappeared. We no longer have any sort of defense. Respond immediately. Jonathan Hernandez."
We also have the PC room where we played the videos, a lot of information pinned up in the kitchen,
saying, "Pete's Day this Friday. Me and Raj were almost done with our project. Of course he had to go missing now. Attention all personnel. Project Keystone is projected to be completed within the next week. Ensure all operations remain on schedule to meet this deadline. Missing, Rajveer Khan. Have you seen this man? Look at his cat. Stop posting cat pictures."
and a fridge that says,
"Please stop throwing away my Tuna Salad."
Now, we can start connecting messages to different people. For example, this cat picture was probably hung up by Victoria. And this message? Most likely written by Alex. We still don't know who keeps throwing away the tuna salad, though, and we'll come back to Alex's math later in this video. So currently, we've got 3 names: Jonathan, Victoria, and Alex. The only item in this level is Key 1. The questions that are still open are, who was Ray? What project were they working on? And what exactly is hidden behind that math? Level 2, more clues. In Level 2, we can find another disc and a few more offices, one of them also containing the third key. There's also this map and a weird radio that can actually play something. Now that's a lot of information already, but you're probably asking yourself, what was on that radio? Well, I can answer that for you. I've translated this a couple of times, and what seems to be the message is,
Enter Keystone. Report your status. Keystone, do you cop? Respond immediately. Over.
Level 2. What infos do we actually get in Level 2? Well, first of all, we don't find any new names or characters here, but what we do get is Key 3 and the other CD. But here's where things start to get tricky, because this level also raises a bunch of new questions. For example, what are the keys even for? And if Key 1 is in Level 3 and Key 3 is in Level 2, then where's Key 2 hiding? On top of that, we've got this strange map, which leaves us asking, what does it really mean? And then there's the biggest mystery of them all. Who or what are Anchor and Keystone? Let's finally end this rabbit hole with Level 1. Level 1 is definitely the most interesting of them all. First of all, we've got some whiteboards covered in mathematical equations, a cage where a Smiler entity is locked up, and also the dead body of someone who appears to be Raj. We can also see Key 2 lying on the second desk in the room. So let's start solving the questions we've gathered. Another important thing we can find in this level is the stabilizer. Putting on the powers and inserting the keys allows us to shut down the backrooms and escape. When the stabilizer reaches 100%, we have a little more time to look around. We notice that the red dots on the card are gone. When we exit the backrooms, we can also visit a store where the owner tells us that more than half the population is gone. The TV says this event has now stopped. This tells us the red dots on the card represent the people who have disappeared. Most likely, the stabilizer is also the same project that Ray and Alex have been working on. But one question still remains. What's with the whiteboards and all that math we saw at the start of this video? One of the whiteboards shows something important. In 2D, there's only left, right, up, and down. In 3D, there's left, right, up, down, forward, and backward. But what about 4D? This could explain the backrooms. It's beyond up, down, left, right, forward, or backward. It's beneath that. The other whiteboard confirms our idea that the fourth dimension could be beyond 3D space. The last whiteboard says that there are certain frequencies needed to stabilize the drop zones. These frequencies range from 20,000 to 30,000 megahertz, but require a lot of energy. The Keystone stabilizer is likely using this same principle to clip us out of the backrooms. And the plan we saw on the desktop is the blueprint for building it. If you want to see more content like this, how to exit the backrooms in this game, more lore, or more deep dives into this format, make sure to subscribe and share your ideas in the comments. Thanks for watching.